of the INDUOGAMEPRESS. It's I, Robert. Joining me, as always, it is the Bioshock nerd, Nicholas Rodriguez. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, man?
So, it's been a while, guys. I know it's been for a long time since we've done a podcast. We actually had one planned for episode 10. Nicholas came and joined us. We met Casey Neistat. We had some good tacos.
Oh, yeah.
We had all this different cool stuff happen. But it didn't happen. The audio messed up. Something happened. Everything was just ripped from our hearts. And here's a good one, too, because this is the first one that was going to be Nicholas and I side by side. Didn't happen. But
you know, I got something to say. It's funny because every single time we try to do a face reveal for me, it never works out.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Every single time.
It doesn't. Sadly, it doesn't.
We're just gonna have to save that one up for some other time.
We'll get that fixed, though. Don't worry, guys. We'll get that fixed. We're going to get Nico on this podcast one day. But without further ado, let me just give you all the spiel. The podcast now is going to be broken up to two parts. Nicholas is going to have one topic. I'm going to have another topic. Separate videos, not one video. That way it's shorter and more convenient for you guys. Let's go. Nico, what you been up to, dude?
All right, so I've been playing Uncharted this week.
Cool.
Uncharted 4.
Nice.
So I started playing the Uncharted collection when I was at your house, and that's when I bought it. And so I started 1, 2, and 3 over there. Well, I started 1 over there.
Right,
and then I came back over here, picked it up again, finished it. Then I went into number 2. That one is my favorite for right now, like all-time favorite. It's probably like on my top 3 games of all time right now.
Right.
And it was just really great. It had something new. It was really different. And then number 3 came along. It was, very ish. I mean, because it was the same thing, same story.
It's my favorite.
But yeah. And then I went to your house the other day, and I got Uncharted 4. So I've been up to playing that all week.
Yes,
that
sir.
game is a masterpiece. It's just beautiful.
You're not done with it yet, but we will have a discussion about it, kind of like a spoiler cast once Nicholas finishes it. Just so you guys can know, if I'm looking this way, it's because Nico's right there on FaceTime. So for some reason, I keep looking that way. But we good. But yeah, once he finishes number 4, we'll have a spoiler cast talking about our thoughts on the whole series and where we think the series will go from then on. Any other games you've been jumping into?
Dishonored. I got that from you when you got Dishonored 2.
Right.
So I've been playing that, and I've been making a video on it. So make sure you guys watch that video when it comes out. Should be out by the time this is out.
For sure. So yeah, I've been jumping into Infinite Warfare. Fantastic campaign. It's fantastic. Not done with it yet. Multiplayer is legit. I really don't care much about the zombies yet. I haven't really given it much time, but I am off today and tomorrow, so I might jump into it some more. And then jumped into some Dishonored 2. Beautiful game. Awesome. You guys need to watch me play that game. Twitch.tv/INDUO Gaming. I'll be there. Chat with us guys. Follow along. Follow us on Twitter. Same name, INDUO Gaming. And then you guys can get the notifications as to when we're going live. But with that being said, love the game. Love it. I love the first one. Second one, it's doing good so far. And then today, my PlayStation Plus account expired. I don't get paid till Friday. This is a Tuesday, so I can't play no online games. So I decided to jump into the Division. Single player. It was good. Went around looting and everything and having a good old jolly time, killing a lot of innocent people that are dying because they're sick in the city of New York, where it is very, very, very deadly. Yep. But with that being said, today is December 6th. PSX just happened last week, the 4th, the 5th. We're not going to get into all of it. Nico has one topic that's based off of PSX, my bad. And I have one topic that's on TGA. You guys might guess what they are. But without getting too much into PSX, Nico, give me 2 things that you're most excited for, except for your topic, that you saw at the PSX that you were really happy to see.
Let's see. The Uncharted DLC.
Yeah? Oh, that was so cool, man.
Yeah, it was a really good playthrough, and the graphics were really good in that gameplay, too. It was really good. I think second... Oh, Crash Bash for sure.
Oh, the Insane Trilogy? Yes, sir.
Oh, my gosh. I love that game so much. I gotta say something. So, I gotta say something about Uncharted. It's sort of off topic. Oh. I love Society of How Uncharted when you start playing Crash Bash in the game. Like, you're on the TV.
Oh, yeah.
And it just reminded me, I was like, oh, man, dude, I can't wait for this trilogy to come out so I can start playing it again.
Did you realize... Did I tell you that happened, or did you know that happened?
No, I didn't even know what happened. I didn't even know
Okay.
anything happened in the game.
Did
It's pretty
you?
crazy.
Was it like your mind blown whenever it was like when it first started off and you heard the music? Like, wait, is this Crash
Yeah,
Bash?
I thought it was gonna be some like cheap mock-off game they just made up for the thing, but it was actually a Crash Bash, and I was like, dang, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it
And
was
it's cool
legit.
how Sony can do a lot of stuff in the game that they can't really. I mean, they can because they're the ones who make it, so
Right.
they can put in a lot of stuff.
Right.
But yeah,
Right. All right. So real quick, so my two, I have to say is the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy as well. Loved it.
mm.
Looks phenomenal. And man, secondly, what would I have to go with? There was a lot of stuff that they showed. I would have to say,
Papa the Rapper.
oh, that actually looks like something, dude. I actually want to jump into that. Man, I really don't know what to say. Everything looks good. I mean, Ni no Kuni too. I would like to jump into that.
Oh yeah,
Studio
that's
Ghibli
pretty
looking
cool.
kind of RPG. Looks good.
Mm.
But yeah. So, anyways, let's get into the topics. Nico goes first. Nico, what is your topic, dude?
Last of Us 2 for
Last
sure.
of Us 2. Last of Us
Yep.
2. What's up?
It's been
What are your thoughts when they came up? So before PSX was coming up, did you have any idea did you think to yourself, is Last of Us 2 going to come up? Do you think Last of Us 2 is going to come up?
No, well, okay. So when I heard, because I went to your house and you said PSX is happening or something like that,
Right.
and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. And usually when I heard PSX, I was like, it's not gonna be anything. I thought it was gonna be some type of, how the PS4 Pro conference was. It was like some little cheap small thing.
Yeah, it was kind of, yeah. No.
I thought it was gonna be something like that because I was not expecting PSX to be this big because it looked like an E3 sort of thing. It was really big. And so I didn't even watch it until you texted me. You're like, dude, Last of Us 2 is real. And I was like, what? And so I went
Yeah.
on and I had to watch the whole conference. And it was crazy. So I was playing Uncharted 4. And it was like the cinematic scene. So I was like, oh, should I pause this or should I go watch Last of Us 2? So I had to like pick between the both, but it was hard. But yeah, so I watched the trailer and I was not expecting it to come out at all. Because like no one, I don't think anybody was because we've just not been really expecting a sequel at all. Well, I think maybe you have, but
Right.
I haven't at all. So when I heard about it, it was pretty crazy. But I was really worried about it because I've always said how I've always worried about how they should just leave it and not make a second one and just ruin the story. They should just leave it how it is.
Right.
But when I heard about this, I saw the trailer and it was gonna look pretty good.
It looks good, dude. So yeah. So I was listening to a couple people giving their ideas of what's going to be at PSX. Some of them brought up the idea of The Last of Us, but it was really not expected. And so I remember I went to work. PSX was going on the day I went to work. Was flipping through YouTube while I was at work, and then I just saw The Last of Us 2 on there. And I was at the sink. I work at a drive-in theater. So I was at the sink, and I literally, like, a tear, like, bubbled up right here. I was like, no. So I started it up, and the video's playing right now as this podcast goes up. Video in the corner. So it starts up, and then it's like, it starts like the woods, and dun 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 dun.
Oh yeah.
And so I was like, is this it? Is this the? So it kept going, and then it showed the firefly symbol. I was like, no. and then it showed like the hand. And then and then Ellie started playing the guitar. I was like, "Oh, yes,
Yeah, dude.
yes."
When I heard the whole entire trailer, dude, I had tears in my eyes, dude. The whole entire trailer.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait. So, trailer happened. Everyone went crazy. Of course, they start off by saying that this game is very, very, very early in development. So, my guess is we might see this game 2019, maybe 2018. But it seems as if they really want to take their time with this. Because this is such a precious
Naughty Dog.
IP. Oh yeah,
They take a lot of time.
yeah, and not for the bad, but for the good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like Uncharted 4, that's what I think they also can learn from Uncharted 4 for not like saying, oh, okay, it's gonna come out now, and then backing it up. So I think they don't want to release any dates until like it's actually ready.
Right. So trailer dropped. So many reactions to it. Everyone's freaking out. They opened up with Naughty Dog and they ended with Naughty Dog. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Because that shows how beast of a developer they are.
Yeah.
So what do you think is going on in this trailer? Like, what do you think we're gonna be left off in?
Okay, so here's my take on it. So you starts off and you see that fireflies line. So I'm
Right.
thinking that's a base for the fireflies.
Right.
And then goes inside and you see all those dead people and I'm like, okay, those are fireflies. And then it goes to her saying, I'm gonna kill everyone last one of them.
Right. Right. Right.
So what I think it is that she's trying to hunt down all the fireflies because they're trying to do something bad or for what they did to her or something like that. So she's just going on trying to hunt down the firefly. And I've heard they said that in an interview. I forgot who it was who said it, that the story is sort of like a take on like hate and
Right.
started going after someone and revenge. So I'm thinking it's gonna be something like that.
Right. Okay. So, um, what other questions do you have? This is your topic, so I want you to kind of like unravel things as you go.
Okay. So I think what I'm wondering is how is also Joel gonna play in this? Because like I wonder if he's really really old or
Right.
something like that. Because he was pretty old in like the last parts of the what do we call it
And
game.
he was kind of like 40, right?
Yeah, and then he got like stabbed and all that. So he was like in pretty bad shape. So I wonder how he's gonna play in that. And then I thought it was cool how Ellie's 19. I wonder if that would have to do when the game's gonna come out or something like that.
Okay.
Because it would be 5 years or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know if it's gonna be that long, but I don't know.
Right.
It was just something. But yeah, and then I don't know because that story. Because I just really don't want it to be a terrible story. I really
Right.
want it to be as good as number one. So I'm hoping it's gonna be as good as that. But I wonder what's gonna happen and how. Because the last part they go to his brother's part of the base or something like
Right.
that.
Right. Right. Right.
I wonder what happened to that and all
So,
that.
so what I think is, I'm excited. I don't think this is gonna be bad at all. Like I trust Neil Druckmann. I trust Naughty Dog. They've proved it to us time and time again. You know what I'm saying? Like they are the they're the beast when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
So what I think is gonna happen, and we're getting into spoiler territory to The Last of Us. So if you guys haven't played The Last of Us, why the heck have you not played it yet, dude? It's been out for years. So if you haven't played it, shame on you. It's your bad. Mute us. Do whatever you want. Come back maybe within 10 minutes or so. All right. So this is what I think is gonna happen. The Last of Us ends. Joel killed everybody selfishly in the hospital. Took Ellie, lied to her, and it ended. So what I think is going to happen is kind of going to pick up where it left off. So I think the part where it shows Ellie right there, someone asked Troy Baker, where's that end the game? And he said that's kind of just a set piece, just to get the tone of the game. He said it's not exactly going to be in the game yet. But I think that moment in the game is probably going to be halfway in the game, around there, maybe. So I think it's going to happen is it's going to start off, it's going to show their lives there with his brother. Things are going to happen. There's more fireflies out there, I believe. So what I believe is going to happen is that word's going to reach their ears that Joel just killed their doctors, dude. There's not many doctors in this apocalyptic world. So Joel just killed these doctors that were some of the only people that can heal in this world that's so torn down. They're going to try to go look for him and kill him. So what I think is going to happen is that, and this is confirmed by Neil Druckmann, that Ellie is the main character. She's the playable character in this game. What's going to happen is that fireflies are going to come. They're going to kill Joel. And Ellie is going to, in revenge, want to kill all of them. But here's the thing. And I think this is the part that's going to be super cool. Is that Ellie is going to be reacting and wanting to kill the fireflies based off of the lie that Joel told her. So she is being fueled to kill these fireflies based off of a lie that she's never going to know the truth of. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's gonna be the part. Like she's gonna be killing these people, thinking you just killed Joel after you guys wanted me so much when you guys clearly knew that I wasn't the thing that's gonna be the cure, which she could have been, but she doesn't know that because Joel lied to her. So I think that's what's gonna happen is that she's gonna be killing all these people based off of a lie that Joel told her. I think that's what's going to happen in this.
A lot of people heard that that scene where Joel comes out. They say that's a ghost of him. Supposedly, they say that's some people take on it. So I thought that would be awesome if like when like she's going through this and like all the decisions she's making, like he's just like in her brain, like conscious sort of thing.
Right. So I just hope that I hope it doesn't get to the point to where he's always coming back and forth, and then at the end of the game you find out Joel was actually dead the whole time. That'd be dumb. If we find out at the very beginning he's dead, I'm perfectly fine with that. Maybe once in a while he pops in and out. But dude, when the moment he walked in and you hear his voice, dude, his voice is like, "Are you really gonna go through with this kid or whatever?" I was like, "Oh my gosh!" But yeah, I'm so excited. And supposedly it was running on a new engine that they have.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ellie obviously looked a lot older. She had a tattoo on her forearm, which looked legit. But yeah, dude, I'm so excited for this game. And I'm wondering, is there going to be another Ellie character in this game? Like, are you going to be Ellie and just play by yourself as Ellie? Or is there going to be a companion for you? Like, is there going to be another girl, another boy, or something that you're going to be protecting? Which also adds Joel's brother. Like, is he going to be dead? Is he going to die? But yeah, there's a lot of questions.
Or maybe the Fireflies went to his brother's base and killed everyone, and she's mad at them.
Well, I mean, I think what's going to... Well, we don't know, obviously, but I think they're going to be living in the brother's base, and then they kill Joel and the brother there at the base, and she, in revenge, wants to kill all of them.
Mm-hmm. I think someone has to die. Someone has to die for it to be mad.
Yeah. Not Ellie. I think Ellie has always been planned to be the main star of The Last of Us. So,
Yep. Crazy.
Any final thoughts on that, or?
Just hope they don't ruin it.
I hope not, dude.
But it's just gonna take, especially since they said it's in really early development. I just hope it's not gonna take 2020 or something like that.
Right.
Because I want that game now. Dude, when that game hits pre-order, dude, I am gonna totally go and buy that game, dude.
Oh yeah. I think another question that this brings up is if this game comes out in 2019, 2018, that is 2 years from now. A year, 2 years from now, which I highly doubt it. Like 2 years from now is probably what it's going to be. Is the PS4 still going to be around in 2019? Are we going to have the PS5? You know what I'm saying? Or is this game going to be the send-off game like Last of Us was for the PS3? Because Last of Us was the last big game on the PS3. And then it got remastered for the PS4. Is this going to be the last big game for the PS4 and be remastered for the PS5? If so, then yeah, I'm totally okay with that.
That's actually a pretty good idea too.
And I mean, and also, is there going to be some sort of PSVR capabilities with this? Like, if they did it to where it was capable with the PSVR, like first person, I don't think that'd be doing well. Maybe like a side thing. But yeah, I wouldn't want this to be a PSVR capable.
Wasn't like Tomb Raider or something like that too?
Yeah, so Tomb Raider.
They had a side thing?
Right, so you're just walking around in the mansion and look at stuff.
Okay.
Pretty cool idea. I mean, like they didn't want to abuse the gameplay, so they just added a feature that was special only to the PSVR. Totally fine with that.
So if they did something like that, that would like give more like story to it. Do you think they could do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But and also one big thing I want to say is the name. How it says Part 2?
Oh yeah.
Instead of just Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
That also brings up some like thing where it can maybe more after that because it's Part 2.
For sure. I think they're gonna probably want to do a trilogy and then conclude it after that. But I like the Part 2 because the Part 2 also makes it feel like this is the continuation of a story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this is continuing the narrative of Joel and Ellie. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. You're excited.